today we're going to be talking about how to make sure that your first wig looks real and not fake. I was so inspired. I seen another girl do a video like this, but she was talking about a lot of synthetic fiber wigs, and I thought I'd put my own twist on this and do one for human hair wigs. I feel like for your very first wig, it should be human hair and not fiber synthetic, because it can tend to be a little bit more shinier and you're just going to feel a lot more confident in human hair. Now this wig here is 100% Remy human hair. So if I lift it up, you're gonna see that there's a beautiful shine to it, but not those wiggy looking, fake synthetic looking shine. It's more of a natural, like, oh wow, her hair's really healthy type of shine. And so for the very first thing I wanna get into is the shine on hair. So you never wanna go with, if it's your very first wig, if it's like your second, third, and you're feeling confident about wearing wigs, then fine. Synthetic fiber is going to be good for you because you're already confident and walking out the door. But if you're not confident and this is your very first wig ever and you just want it to look as realistic as possible, which is the goal, then you're gonna want Remy human hair. So this wig, for my example, is Remy human hair. And you can see that the shine in it is very realistic looking. It looks like healthy, beautiful hair that could be your own, and that's the goal. If you go with synthetic fiber, even if that wig costs $600, it's going to come in with a little bit of shine, which is okay for like indoors. But if you walk outside, it's going to look shiny and it's going to look like a fake wig. You don't want to go with synthetic fibers. You really want to go with human hair if you're not confident in wearing wigs, because this is just going to give you that confidence. And okay, people can't tell if this is my hair or not. Like, the shine is not giving it away. The second thing that I recommend people get is, if you're not an expert in wigs, get one that has a lace that's already cut for you. So this was really hard to get around 2 years ago. I always had to get really expensive wigs whenever I wanted the lace cut for me. And so let me show you guys exactly what I mean, because these are wigs that you could just throw on your head and walk out the door. You don't have to do your hair. You don't have to worry about anything. I have not styled this wig yet, so it is a little bit puffy on the top and whatnot, and I haven't brushed it out. So it's going to be like, you know, I need to do the curls and whatever, but I want to show you guys what I mean by just throwing on your head and walking out the door. Look at that. The lace is completely invisible. You can see it a little bit here, but what I'm going to do later, you're going to see, is I'm going to take a little bit of Gotta Be glue spray it down so the lace holds down all day. It's just like a hairspray that holds it in place. And it doesn't like hurt the wig or anything like that. It's just so that you feel confident in walking out the door, and this is not going to lift or anything. And so, like you guys can see, if you guys are a beginner and you don't know how to pluck hairlines, you don't know how to cut lace, you don't know how to do all these things, this lace and this wig has it already done for you. And they do this to every single wig on their website now. So if you reach out to Jessie's Wigs, let's say if you see a wig that you really like, it's a blonde wig or like a red wig, or, you know, anything that's your style, if you reach out to them to this email, I'll leave the email here on the screen. If you reach out to them, they basically can do this technique. Make sure you ask them for a wear and go wig, not a glueless wig, nothing like that. You want it to say wear and go wig, and they can do this to any single wig on their website. They redid their caps on top of it. Not a lot of wear and go wigs have this, which I was so excited to get because it's a 9x6. So it goes up 6 inches. So right here in your parting, it goes back 6 inches. And then on the sides, it comes 9 inches. So if there's wind that blows through your hair, when the wind blows, you're still gonna see all this beautiful hairline from the wig. A lot of these wigs stop about here, and like, so when the wig blows, you see like this little, you see a line from like the wig, and you could tell it's a wig right away. But this one has the lace going all the way down to here. And so whenever it comes to the ear, their cap actually has like this little kind of groove inside now. It's like new and it's amazing. It's a little like groove, and so it's perfect for your ear. And that is such a relief, because whenever you're cutting your own lace or you're cutting your wigs and you have to do your ear tab, like your little ear section, this gives me so much anxiety. This can make your wig look super realistic or fake right away. And so they do this for you as well. So you have this beautiful hairline, you have the ear done for you. And because it's a 9x6, that's what you're going to want to always make sure you get if you're getting wear and go wigs, is a 9x6. Whenever I flip this over, wait, let me just get a better piece. That was not a good example. I'm gonna get out my brush. So whenever you flip this over, it's going to show as if it's scalp. Let me just try and get this. See that? It looks like it's scalp underneath. So every time you move your hair, it's going to continue to look like your scalp. And so you can part this however you please. The third thing I think is like a dead giveaway is the lace on a wig. If you guys look at a girl and like she has a lace and you can actually see it where it's tinted a little bit too dark or it's too light, that's because she didn't look at what lace was going to be perfect for her. Now, if you guys don't know what lace is good for you, a perfect lace is crystal lace or HD Swiss lace that is transparent. And so you guys can see their lace right here is see-through. Like you can see me right through it. And when I lay it onto my actual skin, let me show you, it becomes invisible. So no matter what skin color you are, or what tone you are, or what foundation you use that day, it's always going to blend right into your skin and you don't have to worry. So whenever you're ordering your wig and you don't know like, okay, what lace color am I supposed to get? This one is just going to blend into your skin. And this is the crystal lace. If you're getting HD transparent lace, you want it to say transparent because that is going to be like something like this. But this one is the crystal lace, so it's like really, really blending in. Like you cannot see my lace at all, where it begins and where it ends. Real quick, this is another Jessie's wigs that I showed full tutorial on how to wear these wear and go wigs. So if you guys are interested in learning how to, I know I didn't show it into this video exactly how I install them and make them look like super realistic with just like a little bit of mousse and a little bit of tips and tricks. That took me years to figure out. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about these wear and go wigs, I'm going to leave this at the end of this video so you guys can just click onto the screen and it'll bring you straight to this video. But yeah, let's jump back. Now another one is pre-bleach knots. Do not get a wig, please run like as fast as you can. If it says that it doesn't have, or like it doesn't mention pre-bleach knots, do not get this wig. You're never going to love it. You're never going to feel like it's your own hair. You're never going to feel confident about somebody looking like super close up to your wig, because what that means is whenever you get pre-bleach knots, they bleach the knots inside of the wig. So this way you don't have these little dots. Have you ever seen those wigs where you put it on? It has a little bit of lace. So the wig, like the hairs look like it's coming out of your scalp, but right where the hair meets your like skin, there's a dot there, or a knot, an actual knot, because what they do is they take the hair and they put it through the lace and they make a knot. So a lot of times whenever you put on wigs, you'll see those little dots everywhere where the hairline is. And so what I used to do is I would like spend so much money on these synthetic fiber wigs because they would have those like no knots showing. But now, like, you can get these wigs, and as long as it says pre-bleach knots, you're not gonna have that showing, and it's such a game changer. And like, really, your hair is gonna look like it's coming out of your head. The fifth thing that's gonna make you feel good in a wig or feel not good in a wig is the density of the hair. So you guys can see that this hair is really puffy. It's really big. It's a lot of hair. But because I have like a thicker face, I have really big cheeks, it looks okay on me. And I can get away with it and I feel comfortable because my natural hair whenever I was younger was super thick and luscious. So if you have really like luscious hair, or you had luscious hair and this is what you're comfortable in, this is about 180% density. So this is what you're going to feel comfortable in. But let's say if you have a thinner face and you're just like a smaller frame and your natural hair is super thin, that's what you're used to every day and that's what you want your wig to look like, because what we're trying to mimic is our own natural hair, right? We want it to look like our hair with a little bit more of volume, like not like completely like ours, like we want a little bit more of lushness, but we don't want it to be so extreme that we feel like it's not our own. And so what you're going to want to do is look at the density. If you are a smaller girl and you're a smaller frame, what you're going to want is something like around 130% density instead of 180%, because 180% is probably going to feel a little bit heavy on you and you're going to feel like this is a lot. And so especially if you have a very thin face, it's probably going to feel really, really like too much on you. So what you can do is you can reach out to Jessie's Wigs as well, and you can just let them know that you want your wig to be a wear and go wig. You want it to be 130% density. You want it to be a lightweight wig, and that is going to be like for the smaller people. For the people that feel like they don't want a lot of hair, they want it to look a little bit more natural, they want to feel like it's their own hair. Whenever they do like a little tie in the back, it's not this thick, it's a little bit more like their natural hair would be in a ponytail. That's what you're going to want to mention to them. But if you guys love this lusciousness and you guys want big volume hair, then 180% is going to be your best friend. That is what I feel comfortable in, and I love having tons of hair on my head. Whenever I buy a wig, that's what I want. I want like luscious hair in my videos that just look like I went to the salon and I have tons of hair extensions in and I worked really hard on my hair. That's what I like to do, but that's not practical for every single day walking out of the house whenever you're at work or something like that. So what you're gonna want to do is you're always gonna want to make sure that you're checking out the density. It depends on what you want the wig for. If you have any questions, let me know, and hopefully I saved you some money. Till next time, bye guys.